Hello, everybody. I'm here today to discuss my organic texture design and how I take it from inspiration to application. So my name is Fabrice Covelli. I'm a visual artist and designer. I was born in France, but I came to New York. I live in New York since 1999. And it's there or here that I started to work on 3D texture design. And so my work design process is mostly organic. So I want to describe a little bit about that and discuss the application of this design onto commerce application. First, I had to create a series of design that I could use. And here you see on my website, the texture bank section. I present about 60 different texture. Then I organize in different sections, pure, dissolved, organic, and grounded, which define how the design itself tile. Pure tiling, dissolved tiling, organic tiling. We'll see that through the presentation. Here is the SoliGem material made with urethane and silicone with a very distinct texture. Then I develop into here soap dishes and further more development turned into a roll pile product. So these are massaging instruments on which the texture is involved here, determine every little dots, could be fingers, and I have made with it mats and water for massage applications. Other section of the texture here are on the left side is a texture used for planters. And on the right side, you see application on lamps, where I created lampshades with those texture using clear urethane resin. More application here on the furniture. And I want to point out this series of planters when I created mostly with the most organic texture of mine, which is a good example to discuss. Where it comes from, how is my inspiration, how it gets into the design. So first example here, I needed to represent a network of something. So to represent the network, I grabbed roots, real roots that I extracted from my gardening and placed them on the table on a different direction, showing a center, like the network comes from a center spot and turned into a three-dimensional texture, an object that was cast, this one in plaster. Other example, here I use branches and leaves, freshly cut from the tree, and place them on a base. Here the base is 3 feet by 3 feet, and have made this design with it called canopy. So canopy show those branches and the leaves clearly, and what you see on the right side in the center, that's the final texture. Then placed next to each other, you see how the branches connect and how the design evolve into something quite different. Another application for this one design that I collected, for which I collected pine needle from under a tree, and figure out once the texture is made that this design could actually tile by itself. Let's say I cut this size, this one texture in 4 pieces, and you see the pieces here separated and connected together. There is no tiling work, but the cutting. So here is a perfect example of an organic tiling situation. The design itself connect. on this one design called Ripple, a series of waves, also made by hand. Like most of my design, everything is made by hand. I fabricate and then observe and make my modification without the use of a computer. Here, this Ripple design is made by hand, and then the tiling effect also recreated by hand. So basically take the end of the texture and then recarve the beginning of the other one and make this on 4 sides. So I end up with a design that is tiling, which I call perfect. Like this is perfect tiling. Then if I want to manufacture it or make it in a different size or with different materials, I want to do a 3D cast, a 3D scan of it and bring it on the computer to create different sizes. Here you see me with the same design, just carved with a CNC machine. Another design representing various applications for it. You see here on the top, all of those little flat drops placed next to each other are the elements that I used to create this design on the right called mounts. But if I want to use the same element placed in a different way, like here, I make the design which I call flat drops. And here I'm representing an application of this design. He was used by bath mat manufacturer to create this one. This blue piece is a bath mat, and the green piece here is another bath mat of the same series, which was 8 designs supplied to this manufacturer. Each of them became a bath mat, made in vinyl, manufactured in Asia, China probably. The same design here is represented by the way I made it myself. I made variation of it. Here play with, go back. Here plays with the various effect on it. It's either frosted and gloss or translucent. So I have my own application for it, but if I want to develop it into a product that could be manufactured, here again, I had to put this design into a computer, create a PDF file of it where it showed the repeats. You see like the drop here, repeats here, and now it could be fabricated with digital manufacturing process of any sort. Here on the right side, we saw it clear with a little insert in between 2 sheets. And here we see it with laminate product. Wood laminates cut with a laser cutting machine, and then a mirror on the back. Those were application of those design onto product. And I want to finish the presentation with these 4 designs that are being used by Jose at Pladecan to create tiles, concrete tiles. So here, 4 of my designs. And I hope many more comes in the future. Thank you very much for listening. Gracias.